All right, today we are diving headfirst into the absolutely beautiful world of bridal fashion to take a closer look at the work of Sophia Tolli. So what is it that makes these gowns so incredibly special? We are going to break down the entire design philosophy and the amazing craftsmanship that goes into every single dress, and we're using a fantastic feature from Fifi's Bridal to guide us.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll get into the designer's core signature style. Then we'll literally look at the anatomy of a gown. From there, we'll check out all the different styles, see how they kind of push beyond the traditional, and finally, we'll talk about what it really means to choose one of these incredible statement pieces for yourself. Okay, so what's the big idea behind the brand? Well, it all starts with the designer herself, Sophia Apostolides. Her whole vision is about taking those timeless, classic bridal ideas and giving them a fresh, modern feel.
And this quote it nails it. Timeless elegance and true love to life. It's all about mixing that classic sophistication with the pure emotion of a wedding day. You know, that's the principle guiding every single stitch.
So how exactly does that vision come to life? Well, it really boils down to a few essential building blocks you're going to find in every single one of these gowns.
Every gown stands on these three pillars. First, it all starts with unbelievably luxurious fabrics. Then you have an impeccable fit that's really designed to flatter the body. And the whole thing is finished off with these exquisite embellishments. You know, the little details that take a dress and turn it into a true piece of art.
Okay, now this is where things get really fun. We get to see how those three pillars work together to create gowns for completely different brides, each one with her own unique story. First up, let's talk about the classic fairy tale ball gown. I mean, this is for the bride who dreams of that unforgettable capital M moment as she walks down the aisle.
And here's a perfect example of how a classic shape gets a super modern update. The real star here is that intricate 3D lace. It literally adds a whole new dimension to the gown. It gives that timeless, magical look, a fresh, textural feel that makes you just want to reach out and touch it.
Now, let's do a complete 180 for a totally different personality, the free-spirited Bohemian bride. This is for someone who's looking for a vibe that's romantic, sure, but also a little unconventional.
And this just goes to show you the incredible range of this brand. On one side, you've got these romantic, billowy bishop sleeves that gather at the wrist. And then on the other, you have these sleek, super edgy gauntlet sleeves that actually extend over the hand. It just proves that boho isn't just one look. It's more of an attitude that can be blended beautifully with bridal elegance.
Okay, so let's go from a bohemian feel to a grand cathedral. Now we're talking about the bride who wants to radiate pure regal elegance.
The key thing to see here is the balance. You've got this powerful, grand silhouette that just commands attention. But look closer, and it's softened with these incredibly delicate floral details. It weaves romance and femininity right into a look that feels both incredibly strong and stunningly beautiful.
But the artistry here doesn't just stop at perfecting traditional styles. Nope, this collection is also about really pushing the boundaries of what a wedding dress can even be.
I mean, this comparison right here says it all. On one side, you have the absolute epitome of classic romance, a floral lace A-line gown. Gorgeous. Then on the other, you have a jaw-dropping black gown that is just pure drama. This is all the proof you need that bridal elegance is definitely not limited to one color or style.
And hey, pushing boundaries isn't always about dramatic colors. Sometimes it's about simple, modern convenience. I mean, come on, adding pockets to a traditional ball gown, it gives it such a fresh feel, mixing high fashion with real-world function. Seriously, who doesn't love a dress with pockets?
So we've seen fairy tale princesses, we've seen bohemian spirits, we've seen modern rule breakers. What is the one thing that ties all of them together?
At the end of the day, it really comes down to this. The Sophia Tolli bride is someone who adores classic beauty but wants it with a modern twist. She values incredible quality, of course, but above all, she wants a dress that feels like her. It's not just a dress, it becomes an expression of her personality.
And that really is the ultimate takeaway, isn't it? Because beyond the fabric, beyond the fit, a wedding gown is a piece of storytelling. So as we wrap up this little design deep dive, we want to leave you with a question to think about. What story will your dress tell?